Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Robospital. It's kind of hard to say. And here's our two little friends here that we fixed in the last episode. So the vending machine is all up and running, and we were told to go up to the 3rd floor. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, it's so fancy up here. So is this a hotel? Welcome to the Robohospital. I'm Alex, a waiter. How can I help you? Hello, Alex. We're here for a meal. What are today's specials? Today we have a prime ribeye steak. I could go for a steak right about now. It's rich in flavor and delicately spiced, providing the best experience. Wow, they're making me really hungry. Oh, steak. Or how about enjoying warmth and comfort of a black tea? How did he do that? Please prepare the steak. Jason, shall we go in? Wait a moment. I'm not quite understanding the situation here. You two can discuss and come in later. I'll prepare the menu for you. Great, thank you. What's the matter, Jason? Is this a hotel instead of a Robospital? Ah, right. It's your first time on the 3rd floor, isn't it? This is a Robospital. I can't say that word. Our hospital provides premium services depending on the guest. We create an environment that patients find most comfortable. So, on this floor, that's right, patients from nearby hotels wait here for their treatments. And in the hotel setting, they often make comparisons like we just did. Comparing steak and black tea, you'd crave steak more, right? So this time, we have a bunch of robots comparing two things. Exactly. Now we're getting somewhere. You know which is bigger between 3 and 5, right? 5, of course. Right. Just think about writing that in code. Shall we practice it briefly then? Welcome to Eliza's practice round. Oh yeah. Duel. Let's learn about comparisons. You can compare number data. You can ask the computer if A is bigger than B. Or you can ask if they are equal. So how would the computer respond? It will answer yes or no. You can get a true or false result. Let's practice by writing it. Write the following code. Okay. X equals 10. Y equals 15. Print X equals Y. Print X equals Y. And I need to get rid of this space, I think. I don't know if it matters or not, but we'll get rid of it. Print X less than Y. And compare the numbers. Okay, we should be good to go, right? Pring. No. Pring. I made a mistake. Print. There we go. Good, it came out well. Then let's start the treatment. Hooray! Oh, this guy. He's looking rough. Case 1, different. 2 integers are input if the numbers are different. Print true if they're the same. Print false. I don't think I have my... No, I don't have my XY equals input thing anymore. Now, here's the thing. I know it says numbers here, but this should in theory work with strings too, right? I think. So let's give it a wing here. Wing it. What am I doing? Print the same. Print false. So print X equals Y. And that should be it, right? Whoops. Wait. Did I do it backwards? If the two numbers are different, print true. How do I invert this? Not? Can you invert stuff like that? 1. False. Okay, maybe that does work. Okay. I don't know if that's the way I was supposed to do that or not, but there it is. Okay. Over. I forgot to copy my inputs. 2 integers are input if the first is larger than the second. Print true. Oh my god. How many times am I gonna have to type this? Okay, we'll copy that. Get it ready for the next time. If the first number is larger, print x is greater than y. Print true. X is greater than y. Why is this giving me true? X and y. Print x is greater than y. 5 is greater than 10. True? What? So, you know what I think is happening? It's because I never actually converted these into numbers, and it's comparing strings, and I don't know how it compares a string. Like, how does it know X? I'm surprised it can even do this. Like, what is it doing? Is it just counting the number of digits? Maybe it's just counting the number of digits. I don't know what it's doing, but it's able to somehow compare strings, and I think that's probably what it was doing. Okay. Okay. So the only one that wasn't working was this one, and I think it's because this has 2 characters in it. Although this kind of does too. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing when it's comparing strings, but that is just wrong. We don't want to do that. Man, that was a bug. Holy. More than. It's going to be the exact same code we just had. 2 integers are input. Bingo. Print if the first is greater than or equal to. Greater than. Whoops, I got to put the actual variable in there. That's not going to work. All right, that was easy. I should have copied this code because we're gonna need the whole thing again, probably. Okay. Oh, wow. It's fine. Right into level 4. Odd. Modulo 2. We've learned this. An integer is input if the input number is odd, print true. Okay, so we can get rid of this. Oh, not rid of that. Get rid of this and get rid of that. And I need to go print. Otherwise, print false. Print x. Wait. X modulo 2 is not equal to 0. I think. Let's see what happens. There we go. When does the actual, like, game start? I know they have to teach you all the stuff. And I'm thankful for it, but 2 strings are input. If the 2 strings are equal, okay, we've just previously done this. So I have to get rid of all of this stuff. And then we just print x equals y. I'm gonna actually copy this whole code so that we don't have to keep typing it all out. There we go. How many more levels are there of this guy? 2 more? Reservation? What does that mean? The Robona Hotel is checking reservations by comparing room numbers and names. Let's compare the reserved information with the person who visited the hotel. The first line contains the reserved number, the reserved room number. The second line contains the reserved name. The third line contains the room number of the visitor. The fourth line contains the name of the visitor. On the first line, output true if the room numbers match, else false if not. On the second line, print true. Oh gosh. Okay, so we're gonna need 4 variables. Let's add a W as well. Why not? And then we're gonna need 2 more of these guys as well. All right. And then on the first line, oh, hang on. I actually need this. Print true if the room number, which is W, W equals Y. That actually should be right. Okay, and then the names are X and Z. So we copy this down to here. And X and Z. Okay, that should work. The only problem is, like, if someone didn't put a capital in there or something, it's gonna say that it's wrong when it's not. It's not the best. Wednesday. Robospital Hotel offers discounts on Wednesdays. Let's check if the reservation date is Wednesday. Note that the first day of the month was Tuesday. A natural number from 1 to 30 will be input as the reservation date. If the reservation date is on Wednesday, print true. If the reservation date is off the Wednesday, print false. So the first day of the month is Tuesday. So we're gonna need modulo 7 somehow. Let's see, put our input in there. X equals int input. And then, what are we doing? We are comparing that to X modulo 30 is equal to 1? Nope, not 30. 7. Sorry. Because if it's equal to 1, then it should be a Wednesday. Because it started on Tuesday. Oh, wait. Is it... Maybe it's 2. Because a 1 would mean it's a Tuesday. I don't know if it starts on 0 or starts on 1. It probably starts on 1, right? I don't know. We'll try it. What? Whoops. Equals equals? How's that? Is that better? Okay. Wait, some of them are working. 16 equals true. Okay, maybe it is. Yeah. It is 2. There, let's try that. So the first day is a 1. That makes sense. I just wasn't sure if it would be starting on a 1 or a 0. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Ah, that was delicious. The steak was something else. That's true. I've never tasted anything so good. Our hospital's customer satisfaction team possess a craftsman spirit. Why are they feeding robots steak? And good steak, like the robot can't even taste it. They even brought in a chef from a 5-star hotel. To be honest, just setting the atmosphere helps with patients' mental stability. I think they have their reasons. The customer satisfaction team member visits the hotel restaurant most often. Of course, to check on the hotel's condition. You mean to check on the taste, right? Smart people. Thanks to them, we get to enjoy delicious meals in the staff cafeteria. I'm really grateful to the customer satisfaction team. By the way, Alex, did you also come from the hotel? Of course. I'm a professional waiter. No, he's our senior, a hardware doctor. I've built up my career working at the hotel for a long time. I bet more than 1,000 patients have been treated by Alex. I take pride in my waiter carer. I don't know what that word is. Our senior has become an excellent actor for the patients. The important thing is that I can remember and handle all the guests' requirements. Requirements? Some guests ask for just salt. Some request strong spices. My job is creating different outcomes based on the requirements. That's the quality of professional waiter. Sometimes I even get requests to remove both the seasonings and the meat. Then what do you do? Occasionally, an empty plate becomes the answer. Well, anyway, I'm busy, so I should get going now. The next guests are waiting. See you later, Alex. Okay, let's do this. Jason, did you get all that? An empty plate? No, I mean taking different actions depending on the condition. Look at her face. It's a hint for the next patients. If the guest asks for salt, you should give them a salt container, right? But what if the guest doesn't ask for salt? Then we should remove the salt container. Exactly. Let's practice expressing if in code. Welcome to Eliza's practice round. Robospital practice round number 4, I think this is. Let's learn about if. After the word if, write a condition, then the code on the following line. If the condition is true, the code will be executed. You might want to run a different code when the condition is false. In that case, you can write else on the following line. The code written in else is executed if code in if is not executed. Let's practice by writing it ourselves. Okay, we just copy all that in there, take the little bits that we want, X and Y. Whoa, I should actually have not, you know what? X and Y. I guess it doesn't really matter which ones we put, but there we go. Those are integers, so let's do that. And then if X is greater than Y, we are going to print X. Else, we are going to print Y. There we go. Oh, what am I doing? 10, 20. The number 10 wasn't used. Let's check. What? Oh! I'm supposed to hard code the numbers in. Oh my god. I swear. I need some more sleep, I think, is the problem. 20. There we go. Let's get rid of all this. It's not an input problem. Alright. I was like, what do you mean the number 10 wasn't used? It did exactly what you asked. Good job. Okay, you're picking it up faster than expected. Let's start the work. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Who's this guy? How you doing there, buddy? A robot at the Robohospital front desk that finds rooms according to guest requirements. Guests usually want rooms with Wi-Fi and a view of the ocean, but due to a malfunction, no one has been able to use the ocean view rooms for a month. Okay. 2 strings are input. If the 2 strings are the same, print S. If they are different, print D. So we're going to start with our classic input. And then we're going to do the if X equals Y, else. All right. And what are we supposed to be printing? S? Print S. Is that capital S? And then print D. Okay, and I got all these extra lines in here. I'm assuming we're gonna need to just keep using the same code modified. Oh yeah, look at us go. Okay, next one, sign. What do we got this time? An integer's input. If the number is positive, press pause. If it is negative, print neg. So we're going to do this. Make sure that this is an integer. Man, I'm getting good at this. Just kidding. You're probably all hating me. If X is greater than 0. There we go. What do we do? Oh, if it's 0, else print. So we're gonna need elif now. They never even told me about elif. X equals 0. We want to print pause 0 else. You know what? I'll just type it. It's easier. Print neg. Okie dokie. We did the thing. What's next? Correct input. You want to receive yes or no as input. Let's check if a valid input has been entered. A single string is entered. If the string is yes or no, print valid. Okay, we're gonna put all of this in here. And if X equals... Wait. Yes. Or... no. Print valid. Else print not valid. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, what? How do we... Wait, how did this one give me valid? Okay, somehow we have to ignore the variable inspector. How did what give me valid? Is there a way to ignore characters like the sign or like the size? I mean, numeric comparison operators, built-in functions, built-in types, flow control. I don't even know what that would be called. Bookmark. How do I... There's gotta be a way to ignore characters, right? The only thing I can think of is like, how do you put in every single... How a single string is entered? Yes or no is valid. If the string is yes... Like, how do you put in every single combination of thing? I could just try this. I think one was like N with a capital O. Why is this one not working? Oh, wait, this one worked somehow? Valid, not valid. If it equals to no. How come that one didn't work? So I realize now that the output, it actually wants me... Why can't I... It actually wants me to give it not valid if it's not a capital letter. So I was doing it right, but for some reason, no is not working. So maybe you can't do what I'm doing here, and I need this to be elif and x equals no. I don't know. I'm not sure why that's not working. You think it would, but if we just do that instead, then it should work. Okay, I guess you can't put ors in string comparisons. That's weird. Anyway, we managed to figure it out, so that is good. In a leap year, February 29th exists. Let's check if the entered year is a leap year according to the following rules. A year is a leap year if it is divisible by 4. A single integer represents a year is entered as input. If the given year is a leap year, print leap. If it is not a leap year, print common. Isn't that just modulo 4? This has to be an int. Input. And then if x modulo 4 equals 0, print, what am I doing? Leap. Else print common. Okay. That should be it. What? X modulo 4 equals invalid syntax. If x modulo 4, oh, no, equals is right. If it's 0, oh, I need a colon. Whoops. Man, as if it doesn't give you a warning message like, hey, you probably need a colon here. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. The debugging on this one is a little bit more challenging than it is in The Farmer Was Replaced. Leap year number 2. In a leap year, February 29th is this. Let's check if it's a leap year, blah, blah, blah. A year is not a leap year if divisible by 4 and 100. Okay, so the same thing as before. Int input. And then if x modulo 4 equals 0, then we need another if x modulo 100 equals 0. You know what, let's go not equal to 0. Then we will print leap, else we print common. Okay. Oh my god, what did I do now? Oh, equals gets me every time. Why is this an error? What? X modulo 100. Oh, not equal to. I don't need that. I don't need equals. Oh, I never actually finished my code. If that... I need another print common in here, I think, is the problem. I didn't give it anything to do if it was divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100. There we go. That is making more sense now. Perfect. We only got 3 more levels. Leap year 3? Now what? Leap year by 4, not if it's by 100. A leap year is a leap year if divisible by 4, 100, and 400. Is this real life? Is that... I knew about this one. I did not know about this one. What? Okay. X equals int input. Same thing as before. If x modulo 4 is equal to, and I actually did it right this time, 0. If x modulo 100 is not equal to... wait a minute. I need to check 400 first. 400 is equal to 0. Okay, I think that works. You know what, rather than doing a whole pile of nested if statements here, I think what we're gonna do is say if x modulo 4 equals 0, then 4 equals true. And we can actually just go 4 equals x modulo 4 equals. Does this work? Invalid syntax. I don't need the colon, that's why. 100 equals x modulo 100 equals 0. I think that works. F100 equals x modulo 400. Okay, so now that is going to give us true if these things check out. So then what we want to do is if... So what we're going to do is we're going to check if 4. And then if it is, we need to check if 100. And then if that is, we need to check if F100. And then if that is, then we know leap year. So then we can print leap. And then if not, once we get to this point, we know that we have a 4, we have 100, and we don't have 1,000. So that is going to be print common. I feel like there's a better way to do this, but I'm not thinking of right now. But anyway, so this one says we have 4 and we don't have 100. So that is a leap year. Like so. And then if 4, this means we don't have 4, so that is just a common. I believe we might have it. So if we have 4, then we check if we have 100, then we check if we have 400. If we have all of them, it's a leap year. If we have the first 2 and not the third one, it's a common. If we have just the first one, it's a leap year. Okay, that should work, I think. I don't know. Kind of jank. But I think it's gonna work. Hey! We did the thing. There better not be a leap year 5 or I'm gonna be sad. Or a leap year 4. Okay, we got reservation number 2. So it's starting to get a little bit more tricky here. Today you have John and Jane on the Robohospital hotel reservation list. Let's find out if the new guest is a guest on the reservation list. A single string is entered with the guest name. If the name is on the reservation list, print hello John or hello Jane to greet the guest. If the name is not on the reservation list, press sorry. How do I compare to the list? A single string is entered with the guest name. If the name is on the reservation list, press hello John to greet the guest. If the name is not on the reservation list, press sorry. Oh, I see. We only have to worry about John or Jane. Okay. So x equals input. And then if x equals... And then we tried this before, but it didn't work. But I'm going to try it one more time. John or Jane. Oops. Or Jane. I don't know why that doesn't work, but maybe it will this time. If x equals John or Jane, print hello x. Is that right? Hello. I'm probably gonna need a space. Oh no, I don't. I just need this. Hello, and then outside of this we're gonna need a comma. Okay. Else print sorry. Okay. Now the question is this gonna work with Jane? It doesn't work. What the heck? It just doesn't like that. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just take this and I will put a elif in here. And then we can get rid of some of this. No. No. Okay, and then we also have to copy this part into here. It's not nice, but that should work. Oh no, I have an extra quote. No. No. There. And I forgot my colon. Okay. Oh, I gotta add a period at the end? Are you kidding me? I gotta add a period at the end. Period. You know what? Because I had to do this in 2 separate lines anyway, I should have just hard-coded the whole thing. I might just do it. I might just do it. It's forcing me into doing this anyway. I may as well just... There. Now it can't be wrong. How can it possibly be wrong? I don't know why it won't let me compare my strings like that. Okay, what do we got? One more? Room. Currently, the Robana Hotel has 101 and 102 on the first floor and 201 and 202 on the second floor. Each of these rooms has different features. Each room on the floor, first floor do not have ocean view, but the rooms on the second floor do. Rooms 101, 201 provide Wi-Fi. Let's determine which room to assign to a guest based on their preferences. 2 strings are input. If the guest wants an ocean view room, yes will be entered on the first line. Otherwise, no will be entered. If the guest wants a room with Wi-Fi, yes will be entered in the second line. Otherwise, no will be entered. Print the number of the room that matches the guests. Okay, so let's make this a little bit simpler for ourselves to keep track of. Ocean equals input. And these are booleans, right? Can I do booleans? Bool. Maybe I'm not even gonna try. Ocean equals input and Wi-Fi equals input. So the rooms that start with a 1, that end with a 1 have Wi-Fi. And the rooms that are on the first floor have no ocean view. Okay, so 102 has nothing, essentially, is what it's saying. So then what we want to do is make like a matrix, but I don't know if there's a way to do that with Python. So instead we can just use nested ifs again. There's got to be a better way. I kind of want 2 lists, maybe. Although we're not supposed to know lists yet. Okay, let's just see if it'll let me make a list. Main 101, 102, and second equals 201, 202. Okay, so if they want ocean, if ocean... you know what? We don't need this. I'm gonna end up needing to do a bunch of comparisons anyways, so let's just make it a little bit more wacky. And we'll say if ocean, if Wi-Fi. So if ocean and if Wi-Fi, then we will print... That's gonna be 201. Else we're going to print 202. That means ocean and no Wi-Fi. And then down here, if it's not ocean, then if Wi-Fi. There's definitely a better way to do this, but for now, because we haven't learned about the other methods yet, 101, whoops, and else print 102. Okay, should be good to go. I think I got my Wi-Fi's mixed up. 102 Wi-Fi is in 101 and 201. Currently at a Robohospital Hotel on the first floor and 201, 202 on the second floor. Each of the rooms has a different feature. The rooms on the first floor do not have an ocean view. Okay. Oh, it's because we're putting a string in. We're comparing a string. I don't know if I can change a string to a boolean. Operators, built-in types, built-in string bool. Maybe I can. Let's just try it. Let me just see if I can make this a bool. And see what that does to my code. Okay, that's not working. So, what we can do then is we'll just do the actual comparison in our if statement. So if ocean equals yes, and if Wi-Fi equals yes, and then if Wi-Fi equals yes, and that should be it, hopefully. Ta-da! We did the thing! That's all of the levels on this one. Woo! I finally got a chance to catch my breath. You've had it tough. How are the patients this time? It was fine, aside from a lot of needed repairs. By the way, Alex seems to be quite busy with his waiter job. Of course he's busy, trying to do both serving and repairs. There's no need to be so serious about serving. I can finally take a break too. Lunch peak time has passed. You've been working really hard. Are you holding up okay? It's okay. I'm used to it. The life of a waiter is kind of a repetitive life. Repetitive life? Yes. There's a routine I'm repeating at every moment. First, I check if a guest has arrived. If a guest has arrived, I have to attend to them immediately. Second, I check if there's a table that needs to be cleared. We should tidy up the table so the new arrivals can be seated. And the last one? Eliza, what's the most important thing while working at a company? Going home. You didn't even hesitate. That's right. I check the time to go home. When it's time to go home, I drop everything and leave. How timely. I'm just about to finish work. So I'll be on my way. Take care, Alex. Going home. I'm envious. It's surprising, isn't it? Alex is such a professional waiter, but he considers going home the most important thing. Going home is important. Think about the repetitive routine Alex mentioned. Attending to guests and clearing tables. Right. When to end that repetitive routine is a very important question. Just imagine if the routine were to repeat infinitely. Oh, that's kind of horrifying. Exactly. That's why start, content to repeat, and ending condition are the three important aspects of repetition. I feel like I've seen this pattern a lot. Do we need to write this in code as well? You're pretty observant, aren't you? Welcome to Eliza's practice round. Let's learn about while. Use while you have code that you want to repeat. Write a condition and a colon after while. Then, like when use if when we use if, write the code on the following line. Then, as long as the condition is true, the code and while are repeated. The repetition stops if the condition becomes false and encounters while again. Let's practice by writing it. Write the following. I always forget that it literally just wants me to write what it wrote. While x is less than 5, x equals x plus 1, print x. Ta-da! We did it. It's so good. It's kind of slow. It's kind of slow. But we did do it. Ta-da! Good job! You're picking it up faster than expected. Let's start the work. Alright. Look at this guy. Oh, man. He's all sweaty. Okay, guys, we are going to wrap it up right there. I hope you are loving the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Drop me a comment down below and let me know if you know why I can't compare two string variables in the same thing. I don't know what the heck's going on there, but there's gotta be a way to do it. Just gotta be. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time.